My name is Billy. This is my first time seeing Joseph. He was incredible. He pulled up a childhood friend that we had crushes on. I'm just still surprised trying to understand it all, but it all makes sense. Everything he said is true, is accurate, and I'm just still trying to absorb it all in, and I'm very surprised. He's great.
I had a reading with Joseph about 2 years ago. The thing I remember the most was, which I wasn't expecting, was my friend from childhood, Mike, came through. And as we were in this one-on-one meeting in this little room, Joseph stood up and said, "I have to give you a hug." And that's exactly what Mike would have done. And Mike was probably as tall as Joseph, same build, and when Joseph wrapped me in his arms, I just remember feeling like that was actually Mike hugging me. And as I'm sitting here explaining it to my friend before the show started, I said it was just like a surreal feeling. It felt like Mike took over Joseph's body. It just was Mike and me in the room, like when we were back in high school. And that's the biggest thing that I took from that.
Wonderful. They do take over. That's why I say I'm a channel.
We both got readings.
And it was wonderful. He came through with the most amazing things that I could ever thank him for, and I went home so blessed.
I also had a reading, and I had my departed brother come through, and then I also had my niece come through as well. We are true believers when I think we both were skeptical to begin with.
And I'm looking forward to having a party of our own at our house to just get more intimate with him and learn a lot more about our dearly departed.
So, not enough we can say about Joseph LoBrutto.
He's number one. And we love him. Yay, Joseph!
Hello, hello.
Hello.
It's wonderful
Yay.
being back on again tonight for a night of love.
Pretty cute with your glasses on,
Oh
Jeff.
my God, I left my glasses on.
But you look so cute.
I can't see the computer anymore. I have to look at my glasses just to read everything. And yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a new look for you. I was like, oh,
Nope.
Joseph's coming out.
Nope. That's only when I need to do my stuff on the computer.
All right. So yes, welcome. We're here. We're here for readings, and I love
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, we are. So,
All right. Well, so tell me what you have going on. What are your upcoming events and stuff?
well, everything is starting to go in full swing. I had a beautiful event opening on August 23rd. Well, you were there.
Oh, I was. That was
So,
beautiful as
yeah,
always, Joe.
yeah,
Just
it
really
was
moving,
a lot of
touching.
a lot of great readings, a lot of closure and
Yeah.
everything. And it was the first event back over the summer to start. This weekend, I'll be in Port St. Lucie at the Sen of Dragons for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be doing
Okay.
4 events. Divine Healing with the Ascended Masters, Speaking to Heaven. And then I'll be doing 2 workshops on Sunday, Past Life Regression, Future Life Progression, and Learn to Communicate with Angels and Spirit Guides. So
Nice.
it's going to be a fun weekend. So
Awesome. 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 So I'm meeting with Robert, and Robert's 100% on board with these documentaries. So I am
it's
so excited. Like, I think I might have a new career in life or something. Like, this is what I want to do, create these
it's so
documentaries.
funny. You're tapping into my past life, like so to say. You had Patrice Kelly on your last show with Jennifer. She was the photographer I worked with, and Robert I worked with videographer as long as Patrice. So
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah.
the strange thing is, a documentary, Joe, never even crossed my mind. It wasn't even on my radar. And then all of a sudden it just popped up. I watched a documentary. Then the documentary popped up on my Facebook, and I know they're listening, but I didn't even say anything. This was an internal thought. And all of a sudden everything, and then I happened to be driving by the documentary school, and I heard go in there, and they sent me somewhere else. They sent me all the way around to finally I'm in the class for documentaries, and I hear call Robert. This is his name, right? And now, so all full circle, I'm like, you couldn't have just told me that to begin with, huh? But they made me kind of learn about
I
it, learn
try
about
to
what I
tell you
wanted to
that.
do. I didn't get it. Now I get it. And so the first documentary is going to be like an introduction to, well, like metaphysics. So it's going to be like your story, my story, Jen's story. And, everyone has these stories about them. And so I want to basically show that like this isn't weird anymore, that everyone, and I'm going to go to the streets too with the microphone, and anyone out there, if you have a story that you want to potentially, if it's really great and you want to potentially be a part of it, get a hold of me and Joe and just put in the subject title documentary. If you have an amazing story about Joe, because you're number 2, Joe, the next documentary is going to be all about you, full-fledged, start to finish. We're going to blow that apart. And then I actually got 2 more that just stumbled in my brain. So I'm excited. And I have 2 more after
Well,
that. Like
what's nice about this is that was my old life. I was a video production too, so I could work hand in hand with Robert too as we do all this work
yeah, because I
and
asked,
post
I was like,
production and things. So yeah,
yeah, we're
so
doing this. I see it. I saw it all. So I'm excited. And I think that's the best way because, writing books, while is lovely, it's a little outdated. People aren't necessarily reading books that much anymore. And like even some of the CDs and the stuff, it's just a little outdated. So people are on TikTok and they're watching movies and they're on YouTube and they're on documentaries. So we have a new way to bring everyone together and really capture. And you have such a beautiful story, and I have such a beautiful story, and why not share it? And now that I've learned that there's so many other people out there who have similar experiences, so that basically we're just gonna bring everyone together in one big happy love fest of
yeah.
spirituality, metaphysics.
That's it, and that's the popularity now is documentaries and small little clips and stuff, and
Yeah, I'm really
it's like
excited about yours most. I mean, I'm excited about all of them, but like, I'm really excited about yours because you have so many great. And here's what I want to do: I want to have all of the previous people, not all of them, but you have so many people with so many amazing stories, and I'm going to capture those from as many as I can find, even from your singer guy to, even Batanya's with her beautiful story to, there's
mhm,
so many stories out there. Then what I also want to do is have Robert find some people who are in the situation right now. They're in pain. They've just lost a loved one. They are not doing well. And we don't want to know anything about them. I'm going to have Robert vet them, and then they're going to come and be a part of what we do, and we're going to follow them because you're healing lives, and so am I. I've heard people. A woman came up to me in a restaurant the other day. Are you the psychic? I was like, yeah. She's like, you told me 6 months ago I was going to have this issue, and I've totally changed my life around. And I was like, wow. I know you hear that all the time, but so it's like helping people.
No, it's nice when we make an impact and we
Yeah.
help people. And sometimes we just don't realize it. It's just comes so natural for us. And it's just what we do. And yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. So I'm hoping that, in the next year I can get both of them out, and then, he's going to dedicate his time financially. You're going to dedicate yours. I'm going to dedicate mine. And then when it comes to like needing to promote it, then, I'll do my best to financially support the promotion side of
Well,
things.
Robert and I had some idea about doing a reality show as well. I'm not going to verge
And
it
that
out,
is
but
all going to happen after
yeah,
they know who you are. Hi, meet Joe. This is what he
yeah,
does. Now you
right,
get your reality shows, you get your TLC
right.
stuff, you sell out audiences and stuff like that.
hmm
But we got to get people to hi, meet Joe. Who's Joe?
Right.
Joe
Yeah,
and
I
Chris.
agree.
Chris, I'll be in the first one. I think the second one might be mostly just about you, but I don't know.
Uh,
My guides will let me know how that works out.
I
They're
go with
they're they're the script writers over here, Joe.
I go with the flow. You know
Me
how I
too.
work.
Yes. Well,
So
welcome. We see a couple people. I saw Pete and Atanya. Thanks for coming backstage, guys. The link
yeah, I posted the
is
link.
in.
We will be doing readings. Hopefully that people will come on for the readings earlier in the show, because last few times everybody started coming in when we had like 5 minutes left, and then we had like 3 or 4 people pop on. And yeah, when we come close to showtime, ending of the showtime, we have to end the show. We can't really hold off. So you got plenty of time. We're not finishing up till 9:15. So
Yes,
if
and
you,
share, guys. Share this video because you never know who's in need of a reading. We never know where people are at in their lives, and sometimes just sharing this video. That's what happened last week. Remember, I said share, and someone shared. She's like, I don't know, it was just shared to my page, and I clicked on, and thank you so
well, that's how they
much.
find out what we're about and what we're doing and everything, and the work that we do. And so, and
I want to
you
get
got
us a little bit on
you got me
YouTube.
back up. You got me back in the saddle again doing this too. And with me, this is my full-time job. I'm doing this every day and everything. And sometimes, it's like, but I need to get back on air like this. I have a lot of people texting me or emailing me and saying, when are you going to do the show? When are you going to come back again? And
Yeah.
so,
And what I
and
love, Joe, is we reach people globally. So that's where this, I think, show is so great, because you're not just hitting your local market. There are people from Belfast and people from Europe and people from Australia piping in. And
right.
you never know. We might be in their area. I'd love to go to Ireland. I think I Googled it. I think it's in I would love to go and do a show in Ireland. How fun would that be?
There you go. I think they speak English there.
Yeah, they'll understand. Oh yeah, so wait, so my girlfriend was asking me, because she's from Finland, Haiti, Haiti, and she was asking if she thought you could give her a reading, even if it's for people from Finland or like in Finland.
It doesn't matter with mediumship. The way a medium works, it's all thought, and the thoughts come to me. It's like the way I explain to people is turn on a TV show, turn down the volume so you can't hear it, and watch the picture unfold. You get a gist of what's happening without listening to it. So it's the same way with mediumship. Even though they don't speak English and I don't understand the other language, it all comes in thoughts. The only I need to interpreter. If the person doesn't understand English who I'm reading, then we have to have somebody to interpret what I'm saying to that person here. But in spirit, we don't need an interpreter.
Well, I told Haiti that. I said, I'll talk to him. I think he can do it. I asked her, I said, come on the show. So maybe I'll have her come on next week and we'll see.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter, So
yay!
Yeah. I had a friend of mine, Margie, years ago. Her family's from Hungary, and I brought through an uncle, and I started saying words, Hungarian words. It was a breakfast eggs that he made for her when she was a child, and I was trying to pronounce what it was, and she said, "You're trying to say this," and I said, "Yes, that's what I'm hearing in my head." So,
yeah, well, because I've seen you do that before too. I've seen you do that.
Yeah. So, I remember doing a reading for a person where I brought their horse through, and it was a Native American name, and it meant wind in my hair. And I was butchered the name trying to get it out, but finally the person I was reading said, "Yes, that's my horse," and told me what the name was.
That's so awesome.
So, yeah.
Brought a horse through. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
All right. Well, we have a couple people. Do you know Pete and Karen? We have a couple people back
I
there.
might know Pete. I'm not sure. I'll know when I get him up here. But we'll go. Pete was up first here. Pete, if we kind of, both of you are in the dark there, kind of give us a thumbs up that you want to come on, and we'll bring you on the show here. Maybe I need to step in the light a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they're dark. I don't see anybody.
Yeah. He's coming into the light then. And we have a lot of people chatting in the chat room. Good evening. I'm going to,
Oh, yeah.
I can start posting a little stuff here, what people are saying here, like right there.
Oh, yeah, you know how to do that.
Yeah, you just click on there. That's Lisa. Good evening. Pete's waving. I know Pete.
All right, we have Rick from Ocala. Oh, Rebecca. Hi, Becca Boo. Come on the show, little Rebecca. Haven't seen you in a while.
All right, Pete, we're going to bring you on now, okay? Here we go.
Okay.
And let's set you up right in between or right there. There we go. Happy Labor Day, Pete.
How you doing?
It's nice to be off work today, huh?
Yeah.
So, how are things? How's the family? Good?
Good. Everybody's good.
Okay.
Trying to switch my camera on. I can't. I don't know what's going on here.
You got it reversed the wrong way. It's facing away from you. Just hit the reverse so it faces you.
Yeah, I know, but it's not giving me an option here.
Well, I'll talk to the doorknob. Okay. What brings you up to the show?
I just saw you to support you, like always.
All right, we got support.
That's all right.
Sounds
Pete. We can hear you. I could see. I tell you what. I could see you in the reflection in the door. You're like a ghost. So,
Yeah, for some reason, I'm trying to click here. You're not even giving me nothing. Hold on. Let me see video settings. Back camera. Oh, here we go.
There you go. Yeah, just reverse the camera. We see you. What brings you on the show tonight, Pete? And he's gone. Okay.
And he's gone.
All right. Listen, Karen, if you're there, we're going to bring you up next. She's in the door. All right. Pete's here again. I'm going to bring Pete back.
Yeah, bring Pete back up.
All right. There we go, Pete. This is a repeat now.
Here we go.
Get it? Second time, repeat. Okay, I let it go. What's going on, Pete? How can we help?
How are you doing, Joseph? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing very good. Good to see you.
I have something.
Nothing much. Just trying to hang on there. You know me.
Yeah. Well, Kristen is a great psychic. She has great light path. I know I've done readings for you a lot, and maybe she could see a different perspective on what if you're going to ask about the job
see a new vision. I see a new idea, Pete. Something in the works. A new vision, an idea, change, something going on. You have anything like that?
Well, I hope something new.
You hope something new? Okay, well, I see something new. I see it. So I see there's a new vision. But I see that in this particular path, that it's going to be okay that you walk this journey alone. And being alone does not mean lonely, but it means alone. So it'll be like a solo journey that you walk. But don't get in your head like, being alone is just being with yourself, developing that relationship with yourself. And this vision is going to be a creative one. They're asking you to slow down just a little bit. So I don't know if you're kind of busy, maybe have some things going on, losing some things, or I got to go here, I got to go there, I got this going on. So they're asking you maybe just to slow down just a little bit here. Connect a little bit with nature. I mean, it might sound silly, but bugs and flowers, go a little slower, enjoy the sunset, enjoy the flowers when they're opening, and make sure that any of some of the negative habits and whatnot that you're kind of you've moved to a place of maturity, and you figure you can get rid of some of those things now because they don't serve you any longer. And this is going to help you with moving forward with this new path that you're going to have because it's coming. So
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. You know how I work, Pete. I'm like a human magic 8-ball. Ask your question as specific as you can for me. What is your question?
Oh, Joseph, you know me already. He's so good.
What's going on?
Joseph, how's my job?
Okay. There's a lot of shakeup going on over there. And what I'm feeling is Pete, is just to stay out of everything. Don't get involved. Try not to take sides. Let the big wigs, the management, fight it out. Take care of things. Things are going to work out. But I just feel that, sometimes we feel unhappy where we're at right now. But I'm still saying stick with it. Do not move.
Okay.
You got to stay where you are.
Joseph, my health looks okay.
You're getting winded a little bit on there. You need to start taking care of. You're out of breath for some reason on there. So you were exercising for a while and you stopped. What happened with that?
Started again today. So
good. That's what you need to do. Once you get back on there, let's say about 4 more weeks, everything's going to be in check. I'm going to start tomorrow. So
good.
That's what I was telling
Me
Jennifer.
too.
Yeah, I told Jennifer she takes off for work 8:30 in the morning. I said I'm going to roll out of bed too and go to the gym. So let's see if that happens.
Do it, Joe.
So
thank you, Kristen. Also, thank you.
All right, Pete, thanks for coming on the show.
Kristen, do you have like a time frame of all these changes that happen?
It's now, right now. So this stuff is coming your way, but just keep in mind, I don't know what this aloneness path is that you're going to be walking, but this vision that's coming, it's right now. It's the first card that pulled, which means it's the most important. It's coming, like it's prevalent, and I don't know if you've even talked about it yet. It might just be swirling around in your head, like maybe like what if. It might just be a quiet little thought that you haven't even shared with anyone, but they're letting you know that they're supporting it, and it's important that you move on that, and that it's going to be okay that this journey is taken alone, or whatever that's worth. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Take care, Pete.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you again.
All right. Okay. So
Joseph, heal me.
What happened? Again, you said what happened to your neck? What'd you do?
I don't know. I have some kind of like disc on the nerve. They want me to do surgery, and you said no, and Gabby said no, and
I said no, not yet, not surgery yet. No,
I know. So, but it hurts.
Yeah,
it's okay. All right, well, send me some healing energy later.
I will do that. And for those people who are wondering about the healing and how it works, that's what you need to come to. When's the last time you came to one of my healing groups?
Yeah, I don't know.
Long time,
maybe
years.
I need to do that.
You need to come, and how that works is I channel the ascended masters through me, and they work. I am the source, the channel, the messenger, and the source comes through the energy, universal life force, and that's how the healing works when I do this, and it's incredible. So you need to come to the next time I do that.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna pop Karen on over here real quick, and let's see. Karen, we're gonna give you
Lisa said I'd love a reading, so I'll do a quick one for her after.
All right, let's see. Karen's in the dark here, but let's see what happens here. Are you there, Karen?
I heard her. Hi, Karen.
You want to turn your video on so we can say hello, or?
Hello?
Hi.
We hear you, Karen. Yeah.
Hey.
We don't see you, though. Can you, the little video down there if you want to get on so we can see you.
A little video. I would love to.
It's right at the bottom. There's a little camera. You just click on it.
See, I am not the only technologist.
Is that it?
Yeah. Almost. You got the audio. Click on the video. If the video's not going, that means your camera's not hooked up to it, and that's fine. We can listen to your voice.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
So, what brings you on the show?
Oh, I love listening to you. I've seen you. This is 3 times already. Okay. I've been to your events. So
Wonderful.
I just wondered if there was anything new.
Was I able to bring anybody through for you? I take it was the Speaking to Heaven events you've been with
Yes,
me.
yes, you were able to bring my son through.
Okay. So when you ask if anything new, go ahead, be more specific. What is your question for me, Karen?
I just like to know, my son passed away, and I would just like to know that everything is good with him.
As time goes by, what I'm feeling with this Karen is the way he passed away, and it was very hard on everybody. But as time goes by, the healing begins here on earth with all the loved ones here, and the healing begins with him on the other side. So what I'm hearing from him is that in time, forgiveness as well, that his soul is in a good place and he's at peace from where he was. I felt like there was some depression that he was going through here when he lived here on this earth, but he just wants to let you know that he's in a different place now, and there's just so much love around him, and I just felt like he's always embracing you like a big hug, so to say. So feel him, because he's always there and he's always around you.
I always do feel that.
Okay, so that's just a validation that just know that he's always there and he's always looking after you. So it's time not to worry about him anymore, and to worry about yourself, and to focus on your life, let's just say, and to do things that bring you peace, that brings you happiness. And that's what I'm hearing right now. And not to worry about how he's doing, because he's doing wonderful. Beautiful. What a kind soul.
I'm so glad to hear that. He had a very hard time here on the earth. And
I know. I felt it. So, and that's why I said that. See him at peace now. He's not the same person he was here on this earth. He's at peace. He's happy. And now he wants you to have your peace.
Thank you.
Okay. Kristen's going to go ahead and give you a little something too.
Thank you.
Hi. Yes, but I see the same. You've reached a point in your life where you're just really spiritually mature. You are like an empath and a light worker. You have a connection to plants and trees, and you can just feel the energies that are around you all the time. That you are coming to the end of a particular phase that you've experienced. You're coming to an end of a cycle. The universe is really supporting you, and they love you. You have a lot of beautiful energy around you. They're letting you know that there's a lot of possibilities that are out there. Make sure that the energies that you are allowing in your life are of like more like calm and soothing, and any kind of those glitchy or just make sure that there's no like fighting or anything like that going on. Source is just letting you know that you really have the courage here in this life to just really flower. You're at a flowering life in this, where sometimes people have to go several lives to get there. You're there in this particular one. So just clear up that energy. Make sure some of that heavy energy that's around you, just make sure you're not allowing it to affect you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Karen, for coming on.
Thank you.
All right. You take care, and God bless.
God bless.
I like that backtrack.
Yeah, sorry about the video. I hit the wrong bit. The wrong thing.
That's okay.
So when you do your readings, I'm fooling around, and so I realized everything was gone here, but I got everything back up again. So yeah, okay.
All right. We have Tony Lynn says, I was visited by a swarm of orbs last night. I think I need a reading, right? That's interesting.
Wonderful. That's just either a bunch of loved ones are visiting her, or it depends on where she was too. If she's in a place that she's never been, it could just be spirit. It's like a
coming
portal
to see her. Yeah.
But when I come across portals, especially in Casadega, that's right there by the big lake. When I do their tours and we get pictures taken behind me, you can see a ton of orbs everywhere. And I know there's a portal there. So it gives a little idea.
That happened to me when I slept in a hotel room above a cemetery and started taking pictures of the room just as a joke. And I was like, look, it's an orb. Look, it's 2. Look, it's 10. I was like, it's 100. I'm like, this is weird, guys. So weird. Like the pictures, they were everywhere in the hotel room. It was an old cemetery in Boston, Massachusetts. Like
Yeah.
old as it gets.
I've been to Salem.
Yeah, it's got that. There's
I've
some mass, like crazy energy
Yeah,
up there.
I went to where the witch trials were and
Ooh.
everything. So I picked up a lot of energy. There's a Lisa here who would love a reading. If she wants, Lisa, if you want to come on the show here, we'll be happy to read for you. The link is here. I'm going to go ahead and post the link one more time.
Yeah, because we have a lot of people asking this. Lisa is asking for a reading on the online, and I think it's Christina is asking, and there's a Holly and a Wanda.
Yeah.
There's so many asking, but
Well, I already posted the link again on the thing. It's not coming on my regular Facebook page for some reason. I don't know what's happening with that. I got about 5,000 people on there. Lisa's shy. Okay. Lisa, type out your question then. And then let's see if Kristen can pick up. Myself, I have to hear your voice, pick up your energy if you want to get in touch with a loved one. When I read messages or emails, there's no substance for me. I have to hear your voice in touch with you, but Kristen could read for you on there. So do you want to just see what you got for her?
Yeah, we'll see what I got.
And then we got a Connie in the queue. Connie, you're going to be coming up next too as well.
All right, I see that there's some choices that's going on with work related that so material and spiritual prosperity just means that like things are good for you when it comes to work. You're going to have probably some decisions to make and you're headed in the right direction. Just have some courage to make sure that you see that through because you're moving away from stuff that maybe wasn't working into stuff that really is working. You're in a waiting game. So you're going to be like patient. You have to be patient a little bit, but what you're looking for, like financially, is going to stabilize. Your passion's going to be ignited, and everything's going to feel better. So you're kind of on the right path for that. Whatever you're working on right now, good job. So keep working at it. You're in the right direction.
Wonderful. I'm fooling around with the different stuff here. Now, okay, we're starting to fill in. We got Connie, we got Rick, we got Carrie in the queue. Wonderful. Okay. So we're going to bring Connie on. So Connie, if you want to flick on your picture a little bit so we know you're there, that will be wonderful. There she is. We're going to bring you on here. We're going to cross here and then bring you right there. Oh, hi, Connie. Hello. Welcome.
Hi. Sorry, I'm not prepared. I have COVID actually at the moment. So.
Oh my God, we thought that was done with.
Me too.
No, it's back.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, COVID's making a comeback, I guess.
Well, at least it's not as bad as it was. It's like a bad cold. I remember getting it a few months ago again. So, and got over it in a week. So,
yeah.
So, what brings you on the show tonight, Connie?
So really, my sister passed not too long ago. So I just wanted to see if you could pick up on her energy and see how she's doing.
I would love to, Connie. You know, I just feel like the soul of her is like, no matter how sick she was, it's like she cared about other people, and she always gave her heart to other people as well. And did it end up being a hospice situation with her? Was she very sick or anything like that? Because I just felt like she was in a place and on there, a place of sadness and a place of just. She's reaching out to you, Connie, and she wants to say that she loves you. She wants to say she's sorry also, as well. And she also says that you have been her rock, her love, her support, and her everything. And she said that if it wasn't for you being in her life for such a long time, she couldn't have got through most of the stuff she had. And she thanks you for being there. The most important thing she wants to tell you is that she's at peace, that she is not in pain anymore, that all the prayers that were given to her have been answered, and something about forgiveness too. So, do you need to forgive her for any reason?
No, I think I know what she means by forgiveness, but I understand.
Okay. So she just needs to say forgiveness, and just want to let you know that how wonderful of a sister you are. And she's healing. She's healing from the pain she was here for. And whatever happened to her, she really doesn't want to bring it up in here. But I know, but she's surrounded by love and she's in a good place.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to see if Kristen wants to say anything on this too. Yep, don't go anywhere, Connie. Kristen's
Okay.
popping right on. Okay. Here she comes.
All right. Yes. Let's see. Let's see how your energy is reading today. Okay, so I guess it's good. So I guess there's been some hard work that's been put into I don't know, it's like life or work, or you've just put in some hard work and you're kind of ready to see the results of that, like harvest. They're letting you know it's time to rejoice in celebration, that you're full of light and love, and make sure that you stay away from many of the things that may not be healthy for you, that you have that little nagging like, hey, that's not healthy for you, and just make sure you're staying away from that. But as far as like the work that you've put in and the stuff that you've done, it's time that you're going to start seeing results. It's time to reap the results of your work. So that's coming. Just stay away from some of that negativity stuff. Some of the stuff that is having a grip, that it's just that you got to get rid of it. So, all right, that's what I got. Thank you. You're welcome. Good luck. Oh, Joseph disappeared on me. Here you are.
Oh, there you go. I said,
There
and
you
thank you
are.
very much for coming on. Oh, I get used to this.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Lisa said your message was spot on, by the way. So she said,
cool.
Thank you.
Awesome.
There,
Good
we
to
got
hear.
put it. We'll put it up right here. There you go.
Thanks, Lisa.
All right. So we got a Carrie that was been on, and we got Rick also. So Carrie, we're gonna bring you up here. Again, you're in the dark a little bit, so we're gonna bring you, and then we have Rick coming up after Carrie. There she is. Hey, Carrie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Have you been on the show before?
Yes, and I've seen you in person many of times, and God bless you. I appreciate it a lot, and I just going through some hard times, and I just need to see if there's any messages for me. Like my godmother passed away 6 months ago. My dad has been passed away for almost 3 years. Will be in February.
A lot of times when I call them our rocks here on this earth, your dad and your aunt, that they're always been there and they're not here anymore. It's like we lose that emotional support and even financial support too. I'm feeling with your father though, the words, "You got this, Carrie." And those are the words I hear. I feel like he's always been your cheerleader, always says that you can do it and you can get through whatever you need to. There's a lot of emotions coming through, so I feel like you had a difficult choice you had to make, starting over maybe. And he said it was the right thing to do, that whatever happens is going to be for the best now. You have to think of yourself, put yourself first, because you never put yourself first. You always put everybody ahead of yourself. Now it's time to put yourself first, and you're going to just see such a big change in your life on there. And your dad's so funny. He's just got this great big personality with him. I would say he's a New Yorker, and that's how his personality is, as big as like a New Yorker on here, and larger than life. And I just felt like he's always going to be there, Carrie. You just get through what you need to get through. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kristen's going to jump on here for you. Okay.
Yeah. So it's definitely time to be moving on from where you've been. So there's this whole situation.
Yeah.
And you got to get out of there. So it's time to do that. You're going to need to really build a firm foundation. So, things might feel like a little unstable, and it's going to be up to you to put brick by brick back in place, get that mortar in there, figure it out, get all your eggs in a row, get all your stuff taken care of, and just rebuild from the ground up in a much more stable way. You're 100% going to be triumphant with this, and just keep that hope alive because it's coming. Like, you're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. You have to stand your ground. You have to stand your ground. There's some kind of authority situations going on, a bit of controlling stuff, and you got to stand your ground. You got to get to the other side of that. It's time. You have this idea. You've had this birth of this idea. You know, like, what needs to get done, and they're here to support you every step of the way. They're going to nurture you through it. It's time to get to the other side because you've had this like lower energy, kind of like this like darker stuff going on, things that are not healthy, but it's time to move into the light now because that's where your future is. Your future is on the other side of this. So you're going to get through the valley. To the other side, it's coming. You just got to stand your ground and fight through it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you for coming on, Carrie. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you. It was
You take care. Okay. Some of these banners I haven't put up in, I don't know.
Yeah.
2020? This is the time of COVID.
Yeah, I know. And she said that. I was like, wow, that's why we started all this. So.
Yeah, especially this one that I had for you.
Oh, I love that one. You were so good. Thank you for making those for me, Joe. I'm so sweet. I appreciate it. And I love the banner you made for me and Jen. I just think it's so beautiful.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't have it here. It's on the other one, but that.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
but
That
it was still lovely. I love it.
This banner right here, I believe. There we go.
Oh, yeah, look how nice that looks. I mean, you did such a great job. I couldn't have even done that myself, you know? Beautiful.
So, all right. We said we're going to get to Rick next. So we're going to bring Rick up here. Let me just get a little background here. And welcome, Rick. Welcome to the show.
Joseph. How are you?
I am doing well. Have you been on the show before? Have we met you?
No, sir, not on the show, but you came to Ocala, visit with the family one time. Me and the wife came to Fort Lauderdale, met you.
Kristen was just saying we need to go to Ocala. Didn't you just say that earlier?
No.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was in my brain. You know, I remember going to Ocala to do like a home thing with the family.
You did a home thing, well, at our office for the family at the office.
Right. I remember that. That was years ago.
Yeah.
So, well, welcome back. What brings you onto the show today?
Well, I've had a few deaths since then. My mom, nephews, cousins, aunts, and I was just seeing if anyone was trying to reach out and how things were going.
If anybody, Rick, I feel Mom's very close here, and some decisions had to be made for her, very hard decisions. And what I'm hearing is the right decisions to do. Sometimes we feel we second guess ourselves, thinking if we're doing the right thing, maybe the right care for that person. And what I'm hearing is that everything was done perfectly. Everything was right. And that's what I'm hearing. Did Mom love the water, the lakes, or anything like that? Because I'm seeing the waters, I'm seeing the lakes around her.
That's probably my aunt.
Ah, okay. How does your aunt fit in with the lakes and the waters then?
Well, my aunt she just passed away like a month ago, and she loved the beach, loved the lake.
Okay. Who was in a hospice situation then as well?
That actually my mother and my aunt.
Okay. All right, so I got both of them then. Your mom is talking about the hospice situation because I mentioned about hard decisions had to be made for her and to preparing for her to pass away. And then your aunt Pat came in showing me the beach, the oceans, the lakes, the waters, and everything. So I have a feeling your aunt and your mom are hanging at the beach right now.
Yeah.
So maybe they both have a pina colada and enjoying the time. So that's what heaven is. It's what we think of. It's thoughts. So when our loved ones pass away, they can create whatever they want for themselves. So I could see your mother and your aunt. I felt like they were very close. Were they like sisters, by the way?
No, actually, the aunt was on my wife's side. So
Okay.
Not a blood aunt, but I've known her my whole life almost.
Then she was close to your mom then too.
Yeah,
So,
she was actually She was actually on. She sat in with you when you came to the office. She was there.
Your aunt?
My aunt, yeah.
Okay, good. So that's why she's showing me the beach and a pina colada in her hand right now.
Yeah.
So, and I just felt like growing up, it's almost like a son to her. You were, and that's what I'm feeling, the closeness to her as well.
Yeah.
So, and oh, who had the coin collection, by the way? Too. Is this
The coin
Yeah.
collection was my mom's boyfriend,
Ah,
which he passed away.
I got the gentleman with the coin collection. So your mom is
Yeah,
telling me about her boyfriend being in heaven with her too. Did you get any
and
of the coins?
he was actually kind of left me in charge, and his last wishes was to be buried, or his cremation to be at sea. So that was all
There's the
done and
ocean.
taken care
That's the
of.
ocean. Okay. All right. So he had to come through for you because you took care of the cremation part and then the ashes and the ocean. And so that's your mom's boyfriend coming through and your mom and your aunt.
Yeah.
So all three of them. Well, I thank you for coming. Maybe I'll make my way to Ocala again. Are you still in Ocala or?
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
we've been
Oh,
wanting to come down, so maybe if you make it to Ocala, I'll just find you in
the
town.
closest, Sarasota is still a little distance, but I will be in Sarasota in October.
How about you go to
So
Casadega, or?
I do, but I don't have nothing planned this year. I went last year to Casadega. It's like nothing this year yet.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I know that's close too. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna hand you over to Kristen too, and
All
you're
right.
gonna
Thank you.
experience her a little bit. Okay.
All right.
Hello, Rick.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So for some reason you're in a little bit of a holding pattern, or like a waiting game, but you kind of know the truth of the situation already. But there's some things that are maybe not as they seem. There might be a little bit of like deception, or a little bit going on that's causing your mind to get a little like polluted with stuff. Like a lot is going on, and some of it you're not entirely sure what to trust. But you know the truth of it. You got to wait yourself through it. You have the wisdom and the awareness. You're going to be rejoicing. You're going to have a lot of financial and prosperity coming your way. You just have to get rid of some of that guilt that's holding on somewhere in here, and just make sure that you're taking only memories of love. Only bring the love with you. You're going to need some friendship and some alliances to work together through this. So the possibilities are there, and you're coming to an end of a cycle. So whatever you've kind of been through is definitely coming to an end. But just keep your energy clear, and keep your energy open to the truth of the situation, so you know how to get yourself kind of through it. And watch that mind and make sure it's healthy. Make sure that the stuff that's going on around you is not like polluting the mind a little bit, making things not clear.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
You can decipher that
Yeah.
when you need to.
All right. Thank
luck.
you for coming back on, Rick. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Well, it looks like the queue is getting pretty full here now. If
Always
anybody's trying to
happens,
get,
right? When we're
yeah, I know. If anybody's trying to get in and can't get in, it's because there's no room in the inn. So
You're
to
kidding.
say.
We're actually full.
Yeah, we
Oh
are
my.
full, and you're
Okay.
gonna get a lot of saying on there. We're going to see what we can do here. Amy was next on the queue, so we're going to bring her up here in a second. Here, once I get this banner up, I'm gonna. Here we go. I got the little groovy colors going here. So, all right, Amy, we're bringing you on here. If you could turn on your camera, that would be wonderful too. But we're going to pop you on. Are you there, Amy? There you go.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. How are you guys?
Good. Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
I actually have met you in West Palm Beach. So you picked me out of the audience, or actually I should say my late husband picked me out of the audience.
That's how it happens. Yes. So how did he pick you
So,
out? What did he? Was it Renegades or something like that? Because that's what's hitting my head
yes,
right now.
yes, yes.
Because he's
That's when I
starting to
first
talk to me
met you.
now.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
So
He's a wonderful guy.
anything with Native American with you or anything like that too?
That is so funny because you mentioned that before. And
Okay.
that was basically that's his on his mom's side is Native American. That's like
Cherokee?
their yes.
Okay. I got the I got the Cherokee Nation here coming in.
Yep.
And even though
Yep.
this is his mom's side, I felt like he had big interest in it though. It was his heritage.
Very.
And like if you ever see my walls here, it's covered with Native American art and from
Hmm.
bows and arrows and spears and stuff like that. My fiance calls it a museum, but I feel like he's the same. I feel his energy that way too. And I just felt like he was a very honorable person, does things right, very caring, very loving. And Amy, he just says that I got you, babe. Yeah, I have to call you babe because I think that's something
Th-
that came
That's
out.
that's what he used to, yep, he used to say it just like that.
Yeah, I got you, babe. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, and I'm looking over you and with you. I promise to always be by your side. Just keep talking to me. Don't stop talking. I'm always hearing you.
Okay.
All right.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Good.
much.
You're so welcome. I'm going to bring Kristen on so you get to know Kristen a little bit here. So,
Awesome. Thank you again for that. It makes me feel good about hearing those words. So,
you're so welcome. So, all right.
Hello.
hi, how are you?
Good, 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 good. Okay. One more breath and we'll figure out what your energy is. So they just pull for your energy at the moment. So if your energy changes tomorrow, they'll pull for whatever is around your energy at the moment is what they resonate with. Okay, so well, it's showing me I don't is there another relationship? Did you meet someone? Is that a weird thing to say?
Yes, so we've been together 5 years as of like last week.
Okay, I see this as a good thing. It looks like a very good relationship. It's showing like some beautiful new beginnings and awareness and your passion ignited and hopefully your relationship is good. It really looks good here. And usually they like tell me if it's not. Usually they're like, no, leave the guy, is bad. I'm not getting any of that. So
Wow.
I see like a house. I see your passion ignited. I see harmony and love. And I do see new beginnings and power and awareness and just wisdom. I mean, I see all beautiful stuff. So hopefully things are in good shape for you all the way around. You know?
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, we've been together 5 years. We just lost our puppy Bama. She passed
Oh.
away. And so new beginnings, we're trying to kind of like recover from that and trying to get possibly like a new beginning of a new house.
Yeah, I see a
So,
house. I see a
yeah.
house. I actually see a
Awesome.
house right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And harmony and passion ignited in a house. So
Okay.
I see a house. Good job.
So we've had some little bit of challenges because of, as things come through, happens in relationships. So
Well,
that's
I
great to
think this
hear.
relationship looks to me like it's worth fighting for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. Good luck. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Amy.
Thank you both. You guys are amazing, wonderful people.
Yay.
Thank you for listening and being supportive of us.
Yeah, we appreciate your
Always.
support.
You
Thank
have
you
me
so much.
forever and ever.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we got a full queue here. I know we were going to stop at 9:15. Want to go to 9:30?
Okay, 9:30.
I know you had an hour with
9:30.
Jennifer, and now
I did, I know.
I know.
It's just my neck. It's just my neck is hurting so bad, but I can make it another 15 minutes for sure.
Come Saturday for healing with me.
Yeah, send me
So,
the details. I might be able to make it actually. Maybe we can do it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go right in order here in the queue then. So we just did Amy. Megan, you're next on the queue. We're going to bring you up right now. Hi, welcome. Check your microphone. We can't hear you. There you go. We got you. We can hear you.
Oh,
Have
hi.
you been on the show or have we met before?
No, it's the first time. I kind of streamed in and watched a show a few months back,
Awesome.
Okay.
but
So what brings you on today?
um, well, I lost my boyfriend in December,
Okay. So
and it was
you just kind of need closure then, right?
yeah.
All right. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to see him in your mind. I always teach heaven is in our heart, and we all have the ability to speak to our loved ones and to hear them. So I want you to hear him, hear his voice, invite him here. All right. Take one more deep breath. All right. Megan, first thing I have to say is he wants to say he's sorry. He did a stupid thing. He regrets it. He says, Megan, you're the love of my life, and you were always supportive. You were always there for him. You did everything for him. He wants to say he's sorry that he gave up on himself. He wants to tell you that he is in peace. Can you forgive me? He says, I am so sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for hurting you. I am sorry for putting you through everything. And I sit back. What happens is his life does flash in front of him when they pass, and he sees what has happened and what he did. And he just wants to say, Megan, he is so sorry. He says that you are everything to him and you'll always be. He comes to you. You ever have lights flash in the house or anything like that? Yeah.
His big thing is life. Me and his family both noticed that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's his way of letting you know that he's there. So just know that he loves you very much and you were there for him through the tough time. And he will be at peace once you're in peace. So work on yourself a little bit. Forgive, heal the pain, forgive. Okay. And then once you're in that peace, he'll feel peace. Okay. He goes, Mwah, you want me to do that to you?
Oh my God. So crazy.
All right. I'm going to bring Kristen on here too as well.
Okay, thank you.
She has a lot to say as well when she connects. Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
So hi. So I see a lot of like suffering in silence. I actually everything Joseph said I see as well. That came through pretty clear. That a lot of this relationship might not have been that healthy because there was a lot of suffering there. There was some control, yeah, some deception. There was some stuff there that happened. So the universe is like, we've spoken, like the universe has let you know before that this was necessarily not like a healthy situation for you, and it did cause a lot of like mental conflict, like a lot of things going on. It just, the mind is just not right, and then kind of to have the situation ripped from you without any closure, it can be like traumatizing. But they're asking you to really move on from this. They're like, look, you've been through some stuff, but that was like a lot of darkness. There wasn't a lot of light here. We're asking you to move forward into the light with us by your side. The universe is supporting you. They have your best interest at heart. The possibilities are out there. I don't know why I see some traveling, but some guilt that you're holding on to this situation, some guilt about some things that may have happened or whatever. They're asking you to let that go. They're asking for your passion to be ignited, and just remember, like in that relationship, your light was dimmed a little bit, and they're asking you to bring that passion back out. Like, where's the laughter? Where's the things that make you happy? Where is that playfulness and that you get to have your life different now, like back.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
get another chance. So it's time. And just make sure that you don't get messed up or attached to any of these potential other people in your life that could be bringing this to you, like still here in your life, right? So I'm seeing that too. So they're like, you got to get away from all of that and make healthier choices for yourself moving forward. Make different choices, rebuild. Take a look at that shadow self that's inside of you. You got the white wolf and the black wolf. That shadow self is, take a look and stare at it and be like, not anymore. You know, I'm choosing differently. I'm going to feed my white wolf for a while. I'm going to let that stuff go. So good luck, because you have a bit of a journey ahead of you, but they're supporting you. You have the entire universe has got your back. So good luck.
Thank you guys so much. You caught me off guard when you called my name, but thank you so much. This is
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. God bless.
Best of
Thank
luck.
you. Okay. All right. So we're gonna just take the last two in the queue. We're not gonna be taking any more on the queue. So we're gonna be back here next week. Again.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this weekly now. So on Mondays, we decided weekly on Monday. So if you didn't get in, let us know you were in the queue last week. You didn't get in, and we'll make sure to get you in next week if we can.
So we have Jillian and we have Carrie in the queue. So we're going to read both. Jillian's next. So she turned her camera on, and we're going to bring her up right now. One sec. I gotta change the aspect of something here. There we go. Up.
I don't know how to turn it around.
Yeah, flip your camera around.
All right, I'll go this way.
There we go. Can you see us?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. It won't let me flip it around. I don't know.
Oh no, I know.
Second person who said that.
Pete had the same thing on there.
I don't know,
So-
but I'll go this way. I'll listen to you.
Okay.
Hi,
What brings
Joseph.
you on
How
the
are
show,
you?
Jillian?
Hello. I've listened to you before on a radio talk show, long time ago.
Long time ago. I was on the radio. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Aw.
What brings you on tonight?
Anything. I'm open to anything. So.
More of a life path, direction, or anything like that you're looking for?
Yeah, anything that you guys bring up is fine. I don't really have
Alright.
a direct anything.
Kristen's very good at picking up just things out there. I normally let her take the life path and everything, so I'm going to let her chime in on this. Okay.
All right. Take a breath. All right. Let's see what we got, Jillian. Okay, so some things have happened in your past that may have been a little traumatizing or a little upsetting, or some things that have happened that you haven't really been able to make necessarily peace with. So, and it's not negative, so that's a good thing. But some things that you haven't made peace with in your past, and when you go back and you relive those memories, they're asking you to only pull out the memories of love. I feel like it potentially is, there's a relationship going on situation, but being able to focus on the positive and being able to focus on what you learned and be able to focus on like the love that was given and the lesson, and the growth that took place is going to help you with the transformation that's needed right now, because you have some decisions to make and you have to choose wisely, because every decision that you're going to make will have consequences, positive or negative, So I do see that there is, a relationship situation somewhere, a spiritual union of types, but it is time for a new beginning. And they're letting us know that you're aware of this situation, but please make sure that you choose wisely. You're being guided by, your people above, like source of the highest amount is kind of guiding you how to make this decision. So it's time for you to rest and rejuvenate. You've had some emotional losses here or there. So just listen to your guides, connect with yourself, figure out how to get that past taken care of. It's time for that transformation, and make sure that you watch your choices. Choose wisely, my friend. Choose wisely. All right.
It's all good things.
It is. I see good things. I do. I see some stuff that happened in the past, but it's all good though. I don't see any warnings here. So
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you.
Okay. All right. And for those of you who are meeting me for the first time, as a medium, I work with my spirit guides, where you see the difference between Kristen and I. Kristen has the cards where she shuffles and cards flip out, and it kind of gives her direction on where you're going. So it helps if, like someone who says that just whatever you have, what you to tell me. Kristen contacts her guides, flips the cards, and they come out on there to give directions. With me, I'm like a human magic 8 ball, and that's the best way of describing myself. In fact, I need to just kind of go like this.
What is your question? What is the question
And
for the 8 ball?
you have to ask the question as specific as you can, and my spirit guides will answer that for you. They don't sugarcoat, they're a matter of fact. That's how I give life path readings. When I
That's
do
always
my
the tough part.
mediumship readings,
It's not sugar
I
cane.
hear the loved ones speak to me, and that's how I give the message. And what is it now, Kristen? I cut you
I
off?
said when it's not sugar coated, and sometimes it comes out with like things, and I'm like, I'm live on an online show. There's things I just can't say. So I try to really.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just let you know, y'all. I try to soften where I can, as best I can. If you want to know like the hard cold truth, call me for
Well,
a private
I
session.
guess that's where it is. When I'm in a private session with somebody, it's I don't sugarcoat. In here, I have to kind of. You're right.
We have to
Yeah,
a little
I did
bit.
say
Yeah. So sometimes I'll see stuff and I'm like, okay. How do what I usually do is if there's like some things, I try to figure out the positive advice for what that would be. Like if I knew this were the situation, what kind of positive advice could I give? That's kind of how I try to handle it. But that's why sometimes they're like, okay, thank you. I'm like, yeah, I'll let you figure that one out. Like, I'm not going there right now.
All right, so we're going to bring Carrie on, last one today. So go ahead and pop your camera on. I hope I pronounced this guy. Maybe it's Kara on there. I don't have my glasses.
Carrie. And she says, oh my gosh, yay, thank you.
There we go.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
We hear you. We just don't see you. Don't go into the light.
Joe, we got to figure out why people can't turn their cameras around.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
on.
Maybe
Restream will be different. I don't know. We're gonna try a new streaming platform next week. So.
Go back. Yeah, I don't know if it's the cell phone itself. On there.
Yeah, because it's been all three have been on the cell phone. They couldn't turn it around.
Yeah. So.
Go mess with.
Are you with us, Carrie? Is it Carrie or Kara or Kara?
Oh, she says I don't know what happened. She disappeared.
I'm sorry. Why don't you? If you can hear us, why don't you just ask your question in the chat? And let's see what happens. Let's see if Kristen can read you that way. All right, she's going to ask a specific question. There we go. Maybe both of us can answer that one now.
Uh-huh.
Since I heard her voice.
Yep.
So, let's see. I want to do a shout out to Elijah. I see him right there. Hello.
Elijah.
Good. Elijah. Good to see you. And also a shout out to Bianca if she's still there. Bianca, when you bring me back to Okeechobee, when things get better for you there, I want to come to Okeechobee and start doing some more events there.
And I want to give a shout out to, I'm going to give a shout out to my girl, Becca, if she's still listening, and definitely little Jax, who's probably not so much a baby anymore. So hi, Jax, if you're listening. Might be past your bedtime.
Well, Carrie, you should have joined Jennifer and Kristen on the last show because
tell her to come.
Her question is, how or who do I connect with to do my ET work with? What's the ET work? Maybe I'm thinking extraterrestrial. Maybe
yeah, we go extraterrestrial right away. Yeah. Oh, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
I got nothing.
Carrie.
Nothing.
There you go. I see you.
Nothing.
Oh, I see you. Oh, well, we see you.
And hear you.
And hear you.
Oh no.
All right. So.
Well, yeah.
Want to give her a reading or what?
Oh well.
She hung up.
So. Yeah, come on next week. Come on next week,
Yep,
and
come on in.
that's our whole topic for next week's show. If she is talking about extraterrestrials,
Yeah, ET. I don't know what.
I don't know.
ET
PT is like
or it
physical
could
therapy.
be emergency something too.
Emergency technician. Yeah, true. All right, we don't
All
know.
right. Well, this was fun.
Yes.
And I got to say one thing about you. You gave me a reading about 2-3 years ago, or every year, saying I need a new computer.
Joe, come on. I've been saying it for years. Look, Carrie's back on. I am seriously like, Joe, you got to get a new computer, babe.
Yeah,
and
I know.
you did not listen to a word I said
I
for years.
did. I had one of the Apple top computers. It was old. And now I'm using Jennifer's computer.
And look, we're totally fine.
Yeah, everything's good. I got my good background. All right, Carrie, we're going to try one more time here. All right, before we end the show, we can give it one more try.
Sorry. Thank you
All
for
right.
your patience. But I was asking about my ET work. I know I've worked with them in the past, but then,
So, believe it or not, extraterrestrial you're talking about, right? Our star family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is the topic, just so you know, of mine and Jen's show next Monday at 7. So if you can pop on, that's our whole topic. And come on as a guest, and we're literally talking about that with Sarah McNeil. All we're talking about is how to connect with your ETs and how to work with them next Monday's show.
Yeah.
I got some good input on that.
Jennifer is very.
But I'm supposed to like connect with a tour group that brings me on to do public speaking about my story. And I don't.
Well, bring it. This might be where you begin. This might be where the journey begins to get you there. Because
wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. And it's a path, and you want to follow the yellow brick road. Like I didn't know that I was going to be making documentaries with Joe's friend Robert. They had me watch a documentary online. They, meaning my ET group, watch a documentary online, go to 3 different video production companies just to go all the way full circle back to his friend. So like you don't know what the path is, but it's all part of their divine intervention. They're guiding you, and you just want to be able to be sure that you're listening and receiving their messages. But it is everything we're going to be talking about next week. But from now until next week, there's a few things you can work on. Okay. In your energetic field, you have a couple of glitches in your past that you're still holding on to. So any of that past residual energy, if it's in your field, that lowers your vibration, which stops them from being able to communicate correctly. I see some fear that's around you. There's some kind of thing that's happened where you have some fear surrounding you. You got to get out of that. They can't communicate through that. It's too heavy and dense. So even when it hits and they're trying to communicate, you have this it's like noise. It's vibrational noise. They can't get it through. Also, between now and next week, if you could do some chakra work, they're letting me know specifically your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Those are 2 you need to get working on. You have some choices and decisions to make as well. So there's a few energetic glitches to clear up, and you'll be able to hear them more. But come on next week's show, because this is what we're talking about.
Okay, I would love to. Thank you.
Good. Well, thank you. All right.
Next week. All right.
Say good night.
Good night. That was so fun. Joe, I love doing it like this back to back. I love it. I don't have to set this up twice. I'm here. Me and Jen covered our metaphysics. We do our readings. Like, it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joe, we're going to have a big show on you, but we're going to get our, stuff going. And then we're going to bring you onto our show, but we're just going to be talking like metaphysics, and we're going to pick your brain on, I have so many questions. So.
Yeah. Because, I wrote 3 books on it. So
I know. Yeah. So we have the documentaries coming up. If you guys are interested in any of Joseph's events coming up, just contact him on his website. Heather's got my website coming out, so I'm going to start doing events too on the weekends, try to transition a couple of days and stuff. So, all right, guys, it was lovely spending Monday night with you. So next week, mine and Jen's show, you heard it, extraterrestrial conversation on Monday at 7, and then me and Joe will be reading from 8:15 to 9:30ish.
There we go. All right. Thank you very much.
Bye.